On that front, I ask you, do you all prefer, um, do you want one shot and you have to live with the consequences, even though I've already skewed it in your favor with re-rolling ones, or do you
Let's
want
do
two sets?
let's do two, just because I like rolling.
Okay, but the devil's pact you have just made is that if you need a backup character, they have to come from the other set.
Okay.
If you need a third backup character, we'll roll again. But I'm also going to ask you why you keep dying. I don't have a tendency to kill people.
All right. Roll
So
to see who goes first.
yeah, everyone roll 1d20. Roll for initiative. Solid 11. Beaten out by a 12. Beaten
A
out by a
15.
15. Just corkscrew left to see if
I
he
believe in screw.
hits the
Uh,
nat 20.
Give me 1 sec. I haven't used this before.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is this?
It should be just like roll 20 in many ways. So you could do like /R. Yeah.
There you go. That was
Oh.
very.
All right, lag goes first. Vertical bar,
Okay.
horizontal bar, so that we can tell that anything below that is lag's first
Let me
set.
just copy paste it again.
Mm-hmm.
Believe in you, lag.
6 individual rolls. 13, 14, 18, 16, 16, 13.
Okay, that's pretty good actually.
Yep.
And that 18 would have been an 18 no matter what.
3 6s.
Huh. My
Alright, you want to put down another separator to do the second set?
Yeah. Interestingly enough, I don't know if you benefited from any of the added. There we go. Worst character has a 9. Could be interesting if you decide to use it. It's up to you which of those you do. You should put the other one into your notes.
Yes.
Just so that given we will have multiple memories of this, as I assume there's a log and also a recording and everything. All right, fours, are you prepared for your fate?
What am I doing though?
You're gonna roll what I put in chat, in general chat. You're gonna roll it
This one?
6 times individually. 6 individual rolls followed by 6 more individual rolls.
How do I paste it in? There we go. How do I copy something?
Control C,
C.
Control V.
Control C. Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, there we go. There's your first set.
What do you mean, like sets? By the way,
Those are your stats. You distribute them how you want.
right? But like, why am I rolling again? That's what I'm saying.
In case you
Wanted a
roll
second
poorly.
character. There you go. So you pick one of those to be your character, and you pick one of those to be your backup.
Where am I writing this down? In my personal notes?
You have a character sheet.
Yeah.
Where's the sheet?
It's under actors.
Oh, actors. Oh, there we go. Okay.
They have a sheet called fours. You have edit rights to it. The other one goes into your notes, which are going to be in the journals tab. Panda's turn.
Oh, it didn't work for some reason.
Did you add a /R?
Fours.
Sorry. I'm trying to fucking edit the thing and I don't know what I'm doing.
Then just take notes and we'll. I could just delete it.
Yeah.
And now, corkscrew.
Alright.
6 of the thing in general chat with /R in front of it, followed by.
Oh, well, it's /R in front of it. Sorry.
Just reminding. It's fine. Panda made the same mistake. And there's the horizontal bar, and you can do it again.
1 second. Let me.
Hmm?
It goes away so fast. I think I'm trying to figure out how to open up the chat window to get it before.
So there should be a double
that-
chat message. There's like chat messages. It's like 2 bubbles.
Yeah.
Oh,
Up
thank you.
here.
Yeah,
Let me get this real quick, and I'll do the other one right now.
Yeah.
So
sounds good.
10, 11, 13, 12.
My character. I should also mention my character sheet was done as soon as I rolled, since I did the race, class, and background first.
16,
Nice.
15. All right. Well. Okay. So.
And you get a medal as having rolled the worst on the.
Okay. So I got both of them.
All right. So there we have stats. Stats are done. We all have our builds. We can decide to put those wherever. You distribute them how you want. They're not in order. You can put them in to whatever. In case, just so that we all know how to edit the sheets, I'm gonna open the Forza sheet up. Forza already has figured it out.
Yep.
Yeah. So you would click. There's a little edit button in the corner, and then you change the numbers here. That's on stream. If you ever need to reference back to it. If you need to set your proficiencies, you can click the little button here, I bet. As we build out the characters, that'll be your friend. So time for a little bit of introduction to the world before we get into the questions that I had everyone answer. This is a game in a setting I call Fairlofall. even though that is just sort of the starting country and not the world. I have run it before for other people. The key component of this world is it is a sort of standard fantasy world with a lot of different countries and, political intrigue between them. But one of the main things is that this world exists in a permanent cycle. Every few hundred years, there is some event that brings about a end of the world, and then it resets and goes through all of time up until then with the world changed such that that event can't happen. Most people inside the world don't remember these events happening, but it does shape and change things in the world. And therefore, I am going to ask you a key question of which era do you wish for this game to take place in? I have the options between the 3rd to the 5th. There are different campaign pieces that happen in there based on which one it is.
Let's go number 5.
We have 1 vote for 5,
5.
2 votes for 5. Anyone feel a different number than 5?
I'm looking at the number at the options. Give me a sec.
3, 4, and 5.
Let's go with 5.
All right. That is majority. But Lag, do you make it universal? Or do you have
Yeah, I'll make it universal.
All right. So we will be playing in the 5th era. I needed to know this for Panda's question about the gods of magic because he has changed depending on what era. Beyond that, the notes that I will give is in the 5th era. You live in a world that has become unified once again. In one of the previous eras, the in order to protect itself from having a too quick reset, the world was split in two, such that the magical items that would be that prophecy told would be brought together to bring about the end existed in 2 different places that had no way to communicate with each other. Eventually, this was resolved and the world brought back together. And as it doesn't matter a ton, but would you prefer that the end of the 4th era was brought about by good people succeeding in this endeavor, or was it via a nefarious plot?
Let's go Nefari. No, let's go good. Forces of good, sure.
The forces of good prevailed.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Fords. 2 votes. Forces of good. Well
Yeah,
voted.
this Forces is good.
All right. Lag and Fords, you have a vote.
What makes someone good?
I'll vote for evil, anyways.
All right, so we have 1 vote for evil. Fords, do you tie the vote on evil, or do you skew the vote towards good?
Well, I asked a question.
The perspective of man, I guess.
It would be good. That's
Okay.
just good.
Okay, so good wins, but because one of you voted for evil, a little bit of evil is still left in the world from it. You know, there was
Wow.
someone snuck his way in there. All right. So I think we're going to go through questions in order. With the first question being, what I gave you all a power to shape the world here in the way that you believed whatever species you were playing exists. If you want to, you could either roll for initiative on this or pick an order. I don't extremely care. It's up to you all.
I'll go. Let's roll initiative just because it's fun.
All right. 9. Do I hear anything better than a 9?
I guess I'm going first.
That's you didn't roll the d20.
Oh,
You just
fun to
rolled the
say.
20.
Oh, did
I?
Yeah.
Nah, he goes
Shit.
first, man. He goes first. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
The dice go so hit,
Didn't
though.
you know he got hit by a car, bro?
There we go.
See?
Now that's a
See?
real 20.
See? The world knows that this man needs a dub right now.
All right.
Uh,
So you are playing a Genasi, if I remember correctly. What is your
Yes.
proposed truth about Genasi in this world?
All right. My proposed truth is that instead of there being just 4 Genasis, there's 18 different types of Genasis, and they both like and dislike each other based on the Pokemon type chart.
Okay. And so shall it be
Hell
done.
yeah.
Instantaneously, the Genasis are all different kinds. So many different varieties. And I will propose to you 3 facts, and you get to choose one to remain true in this world.
How do I alter my? There we go.
The first proposed Genasi fact is that they do not have a traditional afterlife. They instead consistently reincarnate, and the type of Genasi they become is based on a deep connection to their past life, such as somebody who's like an avid bird watcher might become an air-based Genasi in their next life.
Okay.
Second pitch. Genasi, due to their connection to an elemental power, can detect magical items whose effects match that alignment. So, like, if there's a sword of fire nearby, you can tell that just generally as a sense, and you can basically anything that is in your element, you can identify on touch, not even casting a spell. You just know what it does.
Okay.
Option 3. So there was once a great war that tried to fuse many of the elemental planes together. Fought mostly by Genasi, who had some nefarious gains from that. And it is said that the weapon they were planning to use to fuse planes was lost but is not destroyed. Which of these 3 facts resonates with you?
I like the second one. The second one sounds cool.
All right.
By the way, I can't choose Genasi as my species in the character sheet. By the way, it's not there.
We in lag will get that fixed. All right. Now for fours. Give me your elf fact. Number one elf fact.
Just to check, this is not the wish, is it?
This is the
I
wish.
actually didn't do a good job.
This is the
Okay,
wish.
It
This
is the wish.
this is you get one wish about elves that is true.
All right, I'm just gonna read what I wrote because I don't know how to put it otherwise. Dear Wish, or Dear Genie. I wish and hope that elves get a designated pet during their childhood and they grow up taking care of them till they pass. As in, and elves grow very like old or grow for a long time, but pets and like animals do not have the same amount of years that they grow. So eventually, the animal would pass around the time when an elf is like what is considered to be adult for elves. But then an elf, once it hits like, bleh, I'm ranting, but basically I'm saying that like I want the idea of like there to be a fuck me. Okay, hold on.
You want the animal companion.
Yeah.
I want there to be a societal point of like as a child you are given an animal of any kind to take care of. You can choose your own animal, but you are taking care of it throughout your childhood because it teaches responsibility and offers companionship. And yeah, like it is a technical like footnote in the life of an elf, but I feel like it's also just a good way for like elves to like teach themselves up, like I said, responsibility and other things.
All right. So it shall be done if that is your truest of wishes. But
Yes.
one elf fact remains from these options 3. In the vein of what you have just said, but not directly the same. Elves are born with the ability to speak with one species of animal that they do not know. They don't inherently know what it is, and their coming of age ritual is to find out which animal it is. They go on like a journey speaking to many animals until one of them talks back. Option 2. Elves do not age like the other mortals of this world. They instead choose when they age and by how much. It is unknown if elves ever would have to die of age if they did not choose to. And then option 3. There is a long lost branch of elf kind, said to have existed long ago, but have not been seen for thousands of years. Their major city vanished along with all of them.
I will pick number 3.
All right, number 3 is true. True facts. True elf facts. All right, now we need a roll off between Lag and Panda because you both got 9s.
I am willing to just concede this if that's an option.
Well, it's a shame, but it wasn't. He said a roll off.
All right. Panda, what dwarf fact are you pitching?
Dwarves are earthbenders.
All right.
They're earth tuned.
God damn, I could never escape.
I have suggestions for how you could do that in a way that's not too intrusive.
The answer
but-
is that you can get any any one earth moving based spell based on if your character was a wizard of that given level, which
It's
you
your name,
are.
Top. No, therefore revoked.
We'll figure it out exactly. Now, in case you didn't know, there's one other dwarf fact left of these
Alright.
3 options. The placement of the stars was commissioned by the gods of a dwarf, and the machine that controls the placement of those stars still exists in a long lost cave. 2. Dwarves are experts in crafting using the first material they chose to touch as a child, not one that was forced upon them. They had to choose it. They can tell all facts about that material, a material of that type, value, maker, place of origin, age, and are naturally gifted with crafting with it. They would have advantage on any crafting checks that involve it. Or 3, due to their deep trust of their own senses, if only magic means would cause them to be lost, they can't be lost. But they can still be lost normal ways, such as just general confusing paths or, bad memory. But if it's only magic, perfect senses.
I like number 2. Number 2 is interesting and novel to me.
Yeah, number 2 is checked. All right. Lag. Do you have a half-orc fact?
Alright, so this is a small one, but I'm gonna say that half-orcs typically inherit the last name the Norse way, since orcs typically only have one name.
Okay. The societal change. It's completely possible.
Yeah.
And from my list,
So, like, if
yeah,
your orc father is named Grub, and you are their daughter, your Grub daughter.
Nice.
That's some Viking shit.
Literally.
Yes.
That's how he pitched it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Thank you for confirming. I enjoy your expert opinion on this, Forrest.
I would know.
You would. All right. And one of these other things is true of half-orcs. Half-orcs are born knowing where the most important to them will die, unless they are to intervene. They can save them, but the problem is they know how to get there at any moment, like a GPS. They know 5 miles that way, the most important person to me is going to die. They don't know who the person is, when it will happen, or what will happen. Option 2. Half-orcs are innately spiritually connected and can call on their ancestors for knowledge once every new moon. But they don't have all the answers. They are your ancestors. They know only what your ancestors would know. 3. Half-orcs were created in one of the ends of the cycle, and as such are immune to some of its effects. If they lived through it, they will remember things others forget.
Rolling back to the first one,
Mm-hmm.
could you just repeat that one to me while Leg is choosing?
Half-orcs are born knowing where the most important person to them will die and how to get there. They just don't know who the most important person is to them.
That's crazy.
When it will happen or what will happen.
Literally just say, I think I love you. Ding! Imagine, that would be horrifying, dude. You fucking love someone like very deeply and then suddenly you get a flash about their death.
Oh no, you've known that since birth.
How do you know that the person is gonna die, but you don't know who it is?
Because you know that it's just the most important person to you throughout your entire life.
Yeah, but then you would sixth sense the fact that you know this is the person that's going to die.
Eventually, you might figure it out. You have a good guess. You probably know who's the most
Right, so
important
you
to you at
wouldn't
any.
know who's the most important to you in the moment, I guess, which is even more horrifying.
Yeah. So, Lag, which of those do you resonate with the most?
Or do you need to hear them again?
Yeah, that is fair and valid. I can reread any of them.
Could you go over the third one again? Sorry?
Yeah, so given that this is a world of cycles, the half-orcs were created at the end of one of those cycles, and in doing so, are immune to the effects that, like, if whatever event it is didn't kill you, you will remember things about the cycle that other people will have forgotten. So you will have yeah.
It may never come up, but I'll take that one.
All right. All right. And now we'll just go in the same order again from the top and talk about technically this isn't in question order, but let's knock out rumors next.
Okay. Are we rolling again?
Well, I was saying we would just go in the same order that we did. So it would be Corkscrew, you, Panda, Lag. Corkscrew, what is your rumor that people outside of Genasi culture believe is true of Genasi?
They believe that Genasis can very easily be hyper fixated on something.
Okay, they believe they're just a little bit obsessive, a little bit not
Yes.
ADD, but sort of obsessive compulsive, maybe. All right.
Yes.
Now, between dwarfs, half orcs, and elves, which one do you want to pick the rumor of?
Wait.
This could be something your character believes or not. It's just
dwarves.
All right.
Dwarves.
So the possible dwarf rumors are dwarves survive off of only the spice in food, not the food itself, and thus giving them bland food is an offensive thing to imply that you are telling them to starve. 2, all dwarves are invisible unless they are being looked at by another person, making them deadly hunters. Or 3, dwarves can never speak in rhyme or they will catch fire instantly.
Oh my god, this is all so hilarious. This is all so funny.
Again, none of these true in the world, just things
Wait,
other
wasn't
people
he a Nazi?
believe.
Why are you talking about dwarves? Sorry, did I miss something?
I'm gonna do.
He's Genasi. Okay. Dwarves are invisible unless being viewed by another person.
Yeah.
Because you don't get to pick the rumors about your own people. You get to pick the rumor that you have maybe heard.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I wrote. All right.
No, give me an elf fact. You give me an elf rumor. My rumor.
I'll send it to you then.
Yeah. No, give me just say it. Just say the rumor. What's the rumor?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, I was editing stuff on the side, so I got confused when I was hearing you talking about dwarves. Like I was listening, which is why I noticed the dwarf thing, and I was like, "Wait, are we not? Am I missing something? Did I miss Corkscrew section?" But okay, I got you.
Are you ready?
What?
It's your turn.
Oh, you should say something. I'm ready.
Yeah, what's the elf rumor that some people might know? Again, not true.
So I really struggled with this.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna throw this one out there.
Mm-hmm.
We worship a very specific species of chickens that can only be located in the capital city of Elf Society.
He really struggled with that one. All right.
Fantastic.
But that one's true.
Half orc or Genasi Force? Which one have you heard a rumor about?
Doing the fucking hand rubbing. Half orcs.
All right. It is the rumor that you may have heard that half orcs are colorblind and ironically can't see the color green. 2, that a half orc can never decline a challenge to a game, and if beaten, will be spiritually bound to owe you a favor. Or 3, half orcs were actually the first to discover magic, and due to this have innate magical powers. They just don't show them off because it would be too rude to the people who don't have that kind of talent.
Damn, 2 and 3 are kind of good.
Damn, fuck me, I guess. I wrote all of them. The
Yeah.
first one sucked ass, I guess.
Do you think that everyone writes perfect poetry every single time?
Yes.
No. I'm gonna pick 2, which is that. What was it again? That you
They
get
cannot
if you
decline-
gamble.
They cannot
Yeah,
decline
yeah.
the challenge of a game, and if you win, they owe you a favor.
I believe that one.
All right.
That one is real.
And what is a dwarf rumor?
Why? There are no he dwarves or she dwarves. Dwarves are in fact crafted out of stone in a special ritual deep underground.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, do you want elf or Genasi rumors?
Give me elf rumors.
All right. Have you heard 1? When an elf dies, they become a tree. And in fact, all trees are dead elves. That's why they like them so much. 2, elves don't have to breathe. They absorb oxygen through their skin. They only choose to breathe so as to not unnerve people. Or 3, due to their life among trees, elves have become expert at counting so as to see if a tree is sick based on like if it maintains the same number of leaves. Any elf can perfectly count the number of people or in a room or the number of beans in a jar in under 10 seconds.
Let's go with everyone knows that elves don't need to breathe.
Okay.
No, that one feels too far-fetched. I like elves are good at counting.
All right, elves are counters. Got it. Lag. What is a half orc rumor?
All right. So it's that they can, since they're more adaptable than orcs and tougher than humans, they can just choose to regrow any permanent injury, but choose not to because it looks cooler.
Perfect. And now, given that it is the only option left, you get to choose which Genasi rumor you may have heard. Have you heard 1 that Genasi have a secret true name that even they don't know, and if you guess it, they will marry you? 2, all Genasi instantly learn a language on hearing it, but forget the last language they had spoken. And thus it's very rude to speak to greet them first. You should always have them greet you and then match the language. Or 3, Genasi can only pick 3 or 4 different ways of moving and are cursed to never use the other. Their options are walking, climbing, swimming, or flying. They can pick 3 out of the 4, but the 4th one permanently banned to them.
Let's go with 2. They instantly learn the language but forget the last they spoke.
Yeah, that is a rumor that you might have heard, but is again provably not true. um. All right. From there, we can re-roll for order on this. We will go through the other lore-based questions. First,
Real quick,
uh-huh.
what was the dwarven rumor that he shows?
Uh
The corpse shows.
Corkscrew chose all dwarves are invisible unless being looked at by another person. This makes them
you.
expert hunters.
I'm gonna say they are perceived by others. Okay.
All right. So for landmarks, let's just roll again. Roll again for order.
Oh, okay.
You can add stuff to your sheet if you click the wrench in the top left corner.
Okay.
We also still need a roll from Corkscrew.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
Yes. Oh, Cody. Wait.
All right. Lag. What's a place? Do you have a place? I know you had mentioned that you hadn't finished all of the questions, so it's fine if you don't.
I do.
Okay.
I had finished writing it down, but is this what looks like a natural waterfall? It has these odd patterns. It stops and starts at random.
A waterfall with strange patterns.
Here. Some crazy people think a secret society uses this to communicate, but who would believe that?
Sorry, what I missed? I had to go to the door real quick.
Yeah, no worries. The only thing you missed is that the location Lag has pitched is a waterfall that appears natural, but starts and stops randomly, and people believe it might be some people believe that it might be a secret society using it to communicate. But who would believe that? So between each of you, I wrote 3 locations. So I will just intersperse between the first of which, given that you gave a waterfall, I'll return in kind with a waterfall. The one I have pitched is known as the Rainbow Falls. It's a massively beautiful waterfall that, as it flows from down, glistens in 100 different colors. But as it reaches the bottom pool, all of those colors become one color that changes constantly. Sometimes it's like a bright yellow, sometimes it's like a beautiful green. And each of those colors has a different effect when you bathe in or drink the water from the waterfall. One of them is said to be able to even possibly bring the dead back to life. All right. Panda, your location.
My location is a place where, depending on the day and time of year, a different portal to a different plane opens.
Wonderful.
Huh?
So there's like, so it's like, imagine Stonehenge, but instead of just a bunch of stones, there's just a portal that like one day is to the plane of fire, and then the next is to the third level of hell.
So it's like in World of Warcraft where they have a bunch of portals that leads to other realms.
Yeah, but it's just the one portal, and it's
Oh.
constantly changing.
One portal changing location.
Depending on time of day and time of year.
Okay. Damn, that's gotta be a creepy fucking thing to just exist in the world. Just a portal in the middle of nowhere that you could technically interact with, but like, why would you?
No, they probably built a society around it. Like, there's probably stuff going on. You know, like I assume no one's just left it there. So my second edition of a place that exists is known as the Mirror Cave. It's a cave of mirror, a maze of mirror-like crystals. The deeper you go into the cave, the more that the reflection starts to show you moments in your life, past and future. But if you go too deep into the cave trying to find answers, all of your future will eventually become just the cave.
Damn.
Now we need a roll off between Fours and Corkscrew, who both decided to roll natural ones.
Of course we did.
Yeah,
It
that was
seems-
a decision, clearly.
Okay.
Yeah. There's still room. You could almost decided to do a double roll off, but we go to Corkscrew. What's your location pitch?
What about let's see. A large okay, a large volcanic mountain that always seems to be active, but it's said that where the lava is people tend to disappear whenever getting close to the top of the mountain.
Okay. Again, you know, matching for matching. My third and final location, because I don't have one for after Fours, is known as Cloud Mountain. It's a mountain that's tall enough to reach the clouds. And is completely surrounded at the upper parts by dense clouds that can be walked on. And actually, these clouds are not like the other clouds that produce rain. They grow as if they're a plant. They're commonly harvested for beds and cloth. Fours, your location.
One second. So I have to choose one. Because I wrote 3.
You wrote 3 locations? Look,
Guess that was the
yeah,
decision.
just pick one of them. Whichever one's your
Did
favorite.
I even write down a location if that's the case? I might not have done that.
A landmark?
Yeah, I think I wrote 3 landmarks, but I didn't actually write down like a proper location because I think some of them were defined as technically also locations because
Well, like
landmarks
that's
can be locations.
landmarks and locations were. It was one question. If you had 3 landmarks, you had 3 locations. Just pick one of them.
That's hard. Well, since we're already going there, God. There is a massive sword that has been pierced into the earth, and it has lasted for longer than if we're counting in the lore of our world. This sword has existed longer than this current cycle we are in.
All right. And now we go back. So we start with 4s and we go backwards through the list. I think the next question was item or creature, but I'm not sure. So let me check. Question 3 is in fact creature. So what's a creature? What
This
exists in
is
this world?
probably pretty hard for me, but I came up with a concept that I kind of like.
Mhm.
There is a horse breed that has thick, scaly skin, making them sought after as more armored cavalry use, like general like use horses, because they just have natural armor on them from their scales.
Okay.
But they are also a little more dangerous to what's it called? I'm forgetting the word. But like it's harder to tame them. That's what I meant.
Okay. They're harder to tame. That works. Similarly, I have 3 that I have written. We have my first and favorite, the Evergwens. These are 6.5 foot tall penguins. They have 4 flippers instead of 2. And they're able to survive and adapt to different climates. Usually their outer feathers will change and look different based on where you are. They're smart enough to do semi-complex tasks, such as like making mixed drinks, even like if they were to be the companion of a bartender. That is, they commonly kept as not pets because they're kind of too smart for that. They are companions. All right, Corkscrew. What's your creature and or change to an existing creature of lore? Both were acceptable.
Uh, so I said a creature, and they're gonna. I call them cluster tortoises.
Mm-hmm.
They tend to live in regions with that are rich in like rock or minerals. You can even find some of them underwater in coral reefs. Uh, as they eat stones and coral and whatever they eat right now, they begin to develop rare gemstones on the stalagmites that grow on their backs. Uh, if people usually stop like try to look for these, but they tend to be difficult to harvest for because of the unique defense mechanism the tortoise has, being able to go into the shell and spin in a rapid motion to deter predators from taking the gems off their backs.
Okay. Perfect. my next creature that exists in this world are known generally like they don't have as defined a name, as they are referred to just as object creatures. It's unclear if they are a branch of mimics or an evolved form of sentient magic items. They usually take rather mundane household or like smaller form. Like they could be a bracelet or a gauntlet. They're not as big as a mimic is. Um, they're if they were a bracelet, they might also be a spider in their other form. Um, if taken care of and passed down, they tend to protect families over generations. But some that have been slighted decide to live alone amongst piles of treasure. Hello, welcome. We are in the early stages of talking about world building. So that is that creature. Panda, what's your creature?
I bring to this world great moles, both dog moles that are the size of a dog, or dire moles that are like horse size, that are domesticated and used by species that live in mountainous or underground climates to haul and burrow through tunnels.
Nice. My final creature are mirrorlings. They are a small fey creature that many scholars believe exist in countless numbers most places. The thing is, they can only be seen or interacted with when viewed through a mirror. Even if they were surrounding you, you wouldn't feel them unless you see them in a mirror first. And now for the last creature of today, Lag.
Alright. So the tribes of goblins and kobolds that attack travelers and raid small towns, those aren't really around. They've been pushed up by something else. Mannequins, marionettes that kind of resemble them.
Nice. Now we can move on. We're nearing the end here. We only have, I believe, items and people left in today's session.
Wasn't it 6 questions total?
No, it was 5 plus a rumor.
Oh, okay.
Which is 6 questions, but you've done fact and rumor, that's 2 questions. You've done creature and place, those are 2 questions. If you do items and people, that is 2 questions to equal out to 6.
Forgot about the wish and the truth, yeah.
All right. Do we want to re-roll or just keep going up and down the what?
Keep snaking.
Keep snaking? All right. Lag, do you have an item of note?
I didn't, but I'll actually leverage Fairlefall here. The lens of lost history. In certain places, it can see what the place looked like in the past cycle. What the location around you looked like in the past cycle.
Fantastic.
What did you say? In certain what?
In certain locations, you can look through the lens and see how your surroundings looked in the past cycle.
Thank you.
In a similar vein of things dealing with the past, there is a legendary book known just as the Book of the Past, which anyone who has this book needs only speak the name of a person, and they can see the entirety of that person's memory as if they were the one who lived it. And
I would offer unto you Thunderhead, the Sky Fortress.
mm-hmm.
Mighty be its sails.
It's a big ship or something. Like
It would be
Give me
a
the
Sky
deets.
Fortress.
okay, Sky Fortress. Yeah.
That's it. Kind of exists. Pretty cool. Made by dwarves. You know how it is.
Didn't say the item needed to be like extremely, do 16 paragraphs or anything. So the Sky Fortress works.
Yeah.
All right. Second item from me, the Ring of True Self. Wearing this ring returns the user to their physical prime, removes any curses that would affect their appearance, and in fact makes the user appear in their perceived true form, mind and spirit.
Question
Makes you swole.
about that ring.
Mm-hmm.
Does it only go backwards, or can you, like in your state of mind, make it go forward so it makes you look older and weaker?
Depends on what your true self is.
So it is customizable.
It's not customizable because I don't think one can train. I do not think it is very easy to change one's perception of true self.
Well, then you would inherently just be the exact same thing you are. Because in your deepest self, you would know that you are the
Well, unless you were
person you are
cursed,
in that moment.
unless you were
Don't
cursed
worry
by a
about it.
witch to be a frog.
Then you would inherently be the frog in the moment.
No, because the second you
No,
put on the
that's-
ring, your true self is the one who was cursed by the witch.
But the frog is currently yourself.
Don't worry about it.
You're never. He's never getting this item. He's getting the ring of false self. It turns him
I'm
into
putting-
someone else.
I'm putting 5 curses on them.
All right.
All of them different frogs.
The ring of false self just gives you one of those fishing hats.
Gives you the glasses and the fake glasses mustache combo.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right, corkscrew item. Corkscrew, are you there?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck, no, man. I said the entire item and didn't realize I was muted. I said the map of Lost Desires. Depending on who's holding the map and what they want, it will show you a path that will take you through some trials and tribulations to get to the item. But it's different for everybody who holds the map.
All right. Perfect. Last item from me, the World Shaper's Pen. It's a simple looking quill, impossible to notice among a group of other quills. And it doesn't need ink to write. It offers the writer the ability to change the world at the cost of their own life.
Damn. Sorry.
Damn. And now, Forz, it's your turn. What's your item?
I fucking made 3 of them. I gotta pick one. That sucks.
You probably skip on the boomerang.
That's not one of them.
I was just poking a little fun that I think you've made more than 3 of them, probably.
Hey, if I did pick the boomerang, fuck you. It might not be legendary to you, but goddamn it, it's cool to me. My item will be. Man, you guys really set a standard. I had like a item in mind, but then you guys were like, "Fucking change the entire world." My final message, goodbye, type shit. My item is the cape of a former war general of unknown war general. Attaching the cape to yourself allows you to summon an amount of skeletal minions who fight for you.
How do I give myself more cantrips? It's not letting me give myself more cantrips.
I think one of us could give you more cantrips. Or Ninja could.
It's not even letting me make 2nd level spells.
Well, level are we?
We haven't decided that yet. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh,
Welcome. So, the last question before we get to the question of what level do we start at?
They even fucking ask.
A person of note, good or evil, alive or dead. Force. Who is it?
I didn't figure out a name yet.
You don't have to name them. They can be a
Right,
conceptual
so-
person.
Yeah. So I have a concept, and it is. Are we gonna go with the one I thought about? Like, does that work within the parameter of what you suggested?
Hey guys,
or like
the
what you
rest of
explained
you,
your world in?
did I ever like enforce my will upon you, or did we just sort of go with what you pitched?
I'm not saying that, but I'm trying to respect the fucking lore of your universe, you fucking prick.
You don't know the lore, so you don't know if you're respecting it.
You literally.
Which one are you thinking conflicts with the existing lore that I've pitched?
I don't know if it does. I was being cautious, and you were fucking making me feel like an ass. So fuck you.
I'm poking a little fun. It's not made to.
Yeah,
not
fuck you.
telling you that you're.
Stop poking me.
the devil.
I'm chubby.
You could always send a manga over them together.
Okay. My concept is an old high elf ruler who was overthrown through an alliance. This ruler was an elven champion chosen by the elven society who was corrupted by unknown means.
All right. Fine by me. Because I didn't know what era we were playing in, I could not have given you guys characters. So this time it's just all you. Corkscrew, who's up? Who's the famous person?
The one question to show. Can we circle back to it? I'm trying to. It's the one question I still haven't been able to get right in my head.
Yep. Panda. Person.
All right. Do you want, because I got 2. Do you want something that is easier to action upon, or something that's just weird?
I similarly to how I gave the shit to Fours there, I think you pick whichever one's your favorite. That's the goal.
All right.
Not enough shit given.
All right. a giantess hag that here, let me pull up my an ancient giantess hag oracle who has been drifting in and out of prophetic dreams for centuries, scrawling them on the interior of her network of caves.
I can't fucking write all that down. It's just hearing it.
I can
Jesus
copy
Christ.
and paste it for you, Forz.
Yeah, I'm trying to take notes of everything, and I just cannot keep up.
Are you putting this in the
I-
common notes or your notes?
I'm trying to put it into my own notes, but honestly, I would just ask that we all just share our notes like somewhere.
We
like...
have a shared notes.
Okay, but have we been putting shit in that shared note?
No,
I didn't
no one's
assume we were
written
gonna
any
flood it.
notes.
Figure it out later, but an ancient giantess oracle, yeah, hag.
All right. Lag. Do you
Here you
have
go,
a person?
Forz.
I don't.
Okay. So
I have another person I can offer up into the world.
all right, you can have a because both of you complained about having extra people. You
Hey,
both
no. I wasn't saying that I needed. First of all, I only have one person.
All right. Now you have to think of a second person while he's pitching his second person.
I actually have one in mind that I thought of as we were.
All right. Well, Panda, what's the second person you pitched?
All right. So, do you know what a flind is?
No.
Okay. All right. Good start. So, a Knoll Warpack leader.
Okay, yeah. So the that was what I was thinking, but I didn't. Yeah. A Knoll Warpack leader. Yeah.
Who is leading a mixed group of, I was gonna say goblinoids, but that has been changed, so I can't touch
So
that.
one, goblins still exist.
Oh, that's true.
They were driven
Yeah.
away. They weren't
Yeah.
fucking destroyed.
Like I would
Yeah.
even argue that some people are still getting raided by goblins and kobolds because otherwise the rumors of goblins and kobolds would stop existing and everyone would be like, it's those things that are like them. The fact that like they have to be doing a little bit of subterfuge to be going under the radar a bit and stealing credit from the existing others.
I need to go to the bathroom for.
But yeah, so there's this she flind with her kobold and knoll, or not kobold, but basically, I want she has manticores. The joke was, and her many manticores,
Mm-hmm.
and I've stuffed it.
And of course, Forz, who said he had another guy, walked away exactly the moment that we needed the guy from him.
Ugh.
Welcome back, Forz.
There we go.
Who's your guy you thought up?
Oh, what's the name I just thought of? Okay. I try to think of how to pronounce this properly.
Don't worry about it.
Gregatorius the Great,
Mm-hmm.
a famous adventurer who has made his name throughout the realm, so to speak.
Or what?
Adventuring.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. So I'm actually gonna immediately gonna retcon his name to Gregorius, just because it's better to spell it that way. Gregorius the Great,
And I'm gonna give you a couple of
the most famous adventurer
conceptual
ever.
people you would know exist, given that Session Zero almost certainly starts somewhere in the land of Fairlafall. You know, Fairlafall is ruled currently by a queen. I will give you her name sometime in the next 2 weeks when we're finishing characters, hopefully. As is common practice, the Royal Guard has a famous a famous adventurer at its lead, and then directly below them are two dragonborns, as it has been for centuries. They are
Oh, right.
past, like, it is a traditional, like, those guards, their parents were guards and their parents before them were guards, going back through generations and cycles.
Damn.
There's, of course, if you run into them, there is a major thieves guild headed by a master thief. And if you end up going there, wizard college with several wizard professors. Especially now more so that the god of magic has split into several gods of magic, each controlling only their own school, as the god of magic was fragmented in the last cycle. Um, they are all one. They were all one original being, but they are now fragments of personalities, each corresponding to one of the schools of magic.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
No
Well,
problem.
fuck, man. I wish I'd known you were gone. I wouldn't have given all of that information. But
You just
there's a queen, there's some guards. Two of them are dragonborns. They've been dragonborns in that position for centuries. There's a leader of a thieves guild. There's a wizards college. The wizard college has many professors. And the god of magic was shattered in the last cycle into from one being into several beings that all branched off of the original and are for the different schools of magic.
okay.
That sort of recaps it. So now that we have sort of our world building framework for where we're gonna basically for the next 2 weeks or so, maybe more, it depends, because for the session 0 we can meet again, but before we stream I will need art assets. So as you all see in the Discord, there is an art channel. In there is only me, you, and Jin, who is our channel artist. You talk to Jin, you get a character built together. Jin will draw it. I will pay Jin. That's how it all works. We don't know.
And
I
then
don't
I will
know.
send the assassins.
And so sort of for the next 2 or so weeks, I expect I'm giving you time to build characters, write descriptions. If you have any questions, anything that you need help on for backstories, if you need to know what's a city, what's a country, those sorts of things, reach out to me. I'll get to them as quickly as I can so that we can build this as smooth as possible. The final question I have for you all is, what level are we starting at?
3.
I heard level 3.
I'll be fine level 3.
That works.
All right, we're starting at level 28. You have to go get your D&D 3.5 books out in order to figure out how you're going to
Okay,
make
we'll
that
find
work.
a task tomorrow.
I gotta go learn Pathfinder again.
No, this is still D&D, but yeah, level 3 works. That is in fact,
It's all D&D at the end of the day. though.
ironically, I believe every time I have run Fair La Fall, I have started players at level 3. That is
Too scared to do one.
1 is very boring. You're not a guy
you-
until you're level 3.
You don't get your subclass or anything yet.
Well, I think that is our good prep session done. We have all of the different answers to the questions. As the next weeks go on, if we run into any problems, I'm going to try to get all of my books imported in so we can use all the books in the server here. And once all of the prep work is done, we will run session 0 not live. That one's just to sort of, how do your characters know each other? Do you know each other? What's going to bring you all together? And then we'll do a session 1 that like reinforces those bonds.
All right.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.